Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I just sat down and filmed because the PR packages that I have been receiving, I have some new stuff to talk to you guys about and I just can't wait. So I had to sit down. We're going to be doing a perfume haul today. I did not purchase any of these perfumes, but you guys know that I'm always honest and let you guys know if a perfume is not for me. And I always try to say who the perfume might be for because perfume is super personal. And as an army wife who has moved around to so many different places, I can tell you that one perfume can smell 27 million different ways. So nobody's right or wrong, but I will definitely give you my opinion. So today what we're going to do is we're just going to talk about the perfumes. I want to hear your thoughts. I cannot wait to talk to you. It's my favorite part. So if you would like to see the new fragrances and fragrance mist that are going to be joining my collection, just keep on watching. I'm not sure how it's going to go with these perfumes. I don't want to hype them up because I don't know if they're going to work for me. As you guys know, if you have been following me, I am having like a very tricky time here in Arizona out of all the places I have lived to find perfumes that I like. So I'm pretty much kind of like in the beginner boat all over again. You guys, look at this. When I saw this, I kind of was scared, I'm not gonna lie, because the notes that I saw, by the way, sorry if you hear my kids, it's summer break, they are wild. Package is so gorgeous, first of all, and this is the new Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake Intense. Now, when I saw this, I thought I wasn't gonna like it because of the notes. I definitely was just like, this is not gonna be for me because I saw cherry. It's a gourmand. Gourmands really haven't been working out for me. I know that this is one that I'm going to put it in my collection. We're going to revisit this when fall comes around, when it cools off a little bit, because I think this might be the perfect gourmand for me. So yes, I think there's a cherry scent that works for me, but then again, I haven't sprayed this in like a week, so let's see. The Easy Bake fragrance is back and she's deeper, richer, and more intense than ever. This one is personal. I've been dying to share it with you, and trust me, we didn't rush this. We tested it, tweaked it, rebuilt it again and again over 100 times because it had to hit that iconic feeling or it wasn't leaving the lab. Easy Bake Intense opens with juicy wild cherry and soft white florals, then melts into warm cinnamon bark and creamy caramel milk. It dries down into a smooth vanilla bourbon base, rich, addictive, and lingering on the skin in the most irresistible way. For me, fragrance is the final step to your glam. This had to feel rich, sexy, and intense because when it's truly you, it's never too much. I was definitely expecting like Tom Ford Lost Cherry vibes. I was like, okay, there's cherry, that's what it's gonna smell like. This one kind of shut me up with that. So the main accords for this fragrance are white floral, vanilla, sweet, cherry, caramel, lactonic, cinnamon, warm, spicy, and powdery. The top note is cherry, middle note is white flowers, cinnamon, caramel, and milk, and then the base is vanilla. So I'm gonna spray the tester strip. When I first smelled this though, I'm gonna tell you kind of like what I got when I first smelled it. I definitely picked up on the cherry, but just as I was about to be like, ooh no, this is cherry, I can smell the cherry, something smoothed that cherry down and it turned it into probably one of the smoothest cherries that I've ever smelled, where that medicinal touch is kind of like rounded out, softened. But let's go ahead and let's see what I pick up today. When I spray it in the air, you wanna know what this reminds me of? In a way that I love it because it wasn't working for me here, but this reminds me of La Nuit Tresor à la Folie. I think, hopefully, I hope, I pray that it is my fall scent for this year. I have smelled so many cherry perfumes. If you've been watching me, you know I've tried them, I've gave them chances, I've revisited some. I just always end up getting rid of the cherries because as a mom of 3, they just take me to those nights with fevers. I just smell medicine. This though, I smell sexiness. It's kind of making me think of Black Opium Intense. It's giving me that. It's giving me La Nuit Tresor à la Folie. It's giving me the most sweet, rounded out gourmand scent without anything being too much. It's there, you can smell it, it's kind of bold, but it's smooth, it's done right. But all I could say is thank you for giving me one of the first cherry perfumes that I am hoping I can wear this fall. So I'm going to let this sit because I feel like if I wear it right now in 105-degree weather here in Arizona, it's not gonna do it justice. I'm not gonna enjoy it. But from smelling this, I can tell that I would have been freaking obsessed with this in Kentucky, in Florida, even in Puerto Rico, where I used to be able to wear heavier perfumes. It's not heavy though. I don't want to scare you and think that this is beast mode because it's not sharp like that. It's So smooth. I want to see what people are comparing this to on Fragrantica. Yes, I was going to mention this too. Okay, I was going to mention this and then I just started talking about something else, but Angel Share by Killian. That's another one. I could kind of smell like those 3 perfumes mixed into one, literally reminding me of the type of perfumes that I used to really love, but they don't smell like that here. This is a masterpiece. It is like a mixture of some of the most beautiful perfumes poured into a bottle. Right now, I'm going to give this fragrance a 9 out of 10. I would say 10 out of 10, but it needs to be tested out properly. So I'm gonna wait. But this is going to come back during fall time for my fall perfumes that I'm excited to wear video that I do every year. This will definitely be there. Up next, I'm going to add a collection that I already had in my perfume collection before I finished it up. I did have a little bit of trouble with this perfume, but I noticed that here, even though I had a little bit of trouble with it, I still finished it because it's still such an enjoyable scent. It just got a little peppery in the places that I lived, but here, I don't really pick that up. And this is the original Glossier U. So I did a video, I think last year, on the perfume sampler from Sephora, and I had the voucher sitting there and I hadn't chose my perfume, and I was going to go with the 7 Virtues, I forgot the name of it, Vanilla Woods. I do want that one, but I'm gonna get that one during fall time, so I went ahead and just picked up the Glossier U. This perfume here is so different. I don't pick up on that peppery scent as much, and I definitely pick up more like on the iris. It's like more powdery. So this fragrance is perfect for those of you who do not like the typical kind of like department store fragrance, super strong or beast mode. You just want something that's going to mix in with your skin, make you smell really good and clean. I think for nurses it's a really nice perfume as well. So this one has main accords of musky, iris, amber, soft spicy, powdery, violet, floral, and earthy. You definitely pick up on that earthy here as well, but it's so good. That soft spicy scent. I really like this. I'm happy that it's back in my collection. This is one that I know I can pick it up and throw it on any day and I'm going to pretty much like it. So this has iris, pink pepper, ambroxan, and amberette. It's a very beautiful skin scent. I cannot talk today. Skin scent type of perfume. This next package that I got, it is kind of like ironic. I always end up getting the fragrances that I had really bad experiences with. They end up coming back to my collection. Sometimes I end up trying them and liking them. Sometimes they're still not good. But when I opened this box, I was just like, first of all, I was very excited because what's in here is so exciting. But when I saw the perfume that was in here, I kind of just giggled a little bit. I have all of the new body mists, so I'm going to be giving my first impressions on them. This made me laugh because Born in Roma is here. It's funny because when I first got Born in Roma, it was my absolute, one of my favorite. I loved it. I felt like a bad bee in this perfume. It was modern, yet still had like that perfumey touch to it. It was just everything. And that's when I was living in Tampa. Fast forward to when I moved to Puerto Rico, I'm doing my YouTube and I go ahead and put this fragrance on. I remember like it was yesterday. I was in the back seat of the car because my father-in-law was visiting and we were actually on the way to go visit my dad. In Puerto Rico, there's a lot of roads that are like just, you're in the mountains. There's a lot of curves. I was so sick in the back of that car and this perfume just made the experience 10 times worse. And I was just so sad because this perfume was amazing and one of my favorites and I love the vibes. So I know it's not the perfume, it was just, I guess it didn't work for me anymore. We have it here again. I think I did a sample with me video not too long ago and I told you guys that it wasn't as bad here. So I think I'm going to leave this one in my collection and keep working with it to see if I can maybe get that scent that I smelled when I first had it back. I miss it. So the main accords for this fragrance are woody, vanilla, fruity, white floral, soft spicy, powdery, floral, musky, citrus, and green. Top notes are black currant, pink pepper, bergamot. Middle notes are jasmine, jasmine sambac, and jasmine tea. I think that's what makes it so hard for me with this scent. And then the base notes are bourbon vanilla, cashmerean, and guaiac wood, which is another thing that now that I think about it, when I first did my video on this, which my review for this perfume got so many views because I was saying that it was giving me like a scratchy feeling on my throat. And I'm thinking that it's the guaiac wood and it's not the pink pepper. I used to think it was the pink pepper, but I have other perfumes with pink pepper. I think it's definitely the bourbon vanilla mixing in with the guaiac wood. That makes it a little tricky for me, but it smells much better here. I think jasmine here for me is not as hard to wear. Oh, see, yes, I think I'm gonna be able to wear this perfume here. I wonder if I should save this one for like fall time too. It kind of smells the way that I remember it. It's not there. I could still kind of get like a little bit of that jasmine that I don't like, but it's not as bad. If for some reason I can't wear it at all, I'm gonna give it to my sister-in-law because this is one of her favorite perfumes. So we'll see what happens with this fragrance, but I'm so happy that I'm able to test it out again and try it out again. And then now for what I'm super excited about, we have 4 fragrance mists from Valentino, and I was not expecting this. They're so cute, and I feel like sometimes these types of products are nice if certain perfumes are a little bit too harsh. You want something that's a little softer, but you want something that's a little sophisticated, something that smells like a perfume. I think these are gonna be good for that. I'm gonna start off with the pink one. I thought that these were the body mist version of the perfumes when I first saw them, since they have the same colors, but they're different. They're not the same. So the pink one is called Vanilla Bliss, and this is a hair and body mist, which I love because I love to spray things into my hair, and it's 3.4 fluid ounces. The bottles are adorable. It looks like the perfume bottle, but it's plastic. All right, so Vanilla Bliss has main accords of vanilla, sweet, lactonic, rose, and powdery. Top notes are cream and milk. Middle notes are damask rose, and base note is bourbon vanilla. So as you can see, it's not the same notes as Born in Aroma. Go ahead and let's see what these are about. Right off the bat, this smells amazing. Is it a scent that you have already smelled before? Yes. There's a lot of vanilla scents that smell like this, so it's not something that's out of this world. It's not something that hasn't been done, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that it doesn't smell good. That milk and the cream usually do not work here for me because they can get kind of like weird smelling. And sorry if you hear my dog snoring. I just have everyone around me just making all types of noises. She is taking the nap of her life. I had something that smelled just like this, but then again, being a content creator, of course, I'm gonna tell you that I have smelled something similar before. So keep that in mind. But this smells so good. It smells so good. It's so nicely done. That top really smooths it out. The rose is not too strong. If you're scared about the rose being strong, it's not a strong rose scent. It's more of that vanilla with the cream and the milk. It's literally smelling like a vanilla ice cream, a vanilla milkshake. It's very gourmand. I was not expecting that. If you love a gourmand body mist, this is the one for you, and I give this 10 out of 10. I just have to try out the longevity. I have to see how they perform. So I think I'm gonna add all of these to my tray for June, and then we can continue to test them together. Let's move on to Born in Roma Golden Coconut. So not what the other one used to be, which I missed that one too. I should try and see if I could find that one, but I don't know if they make that one, the yellow one. So let's go ahead and let's read the main accords for this one. Main accords are coconut, aldehydic. I always forget how to say that. Aldehydic. Sweet, lactonic, tropical, vanilla, mineral, floral, and fresh. This sounds like Amy. Give it to me. So the top notes is clean notes. The middle notes are solar notes and flowers, and then the base we have coconut. These are freaking good. There's scents that you have smelled before. That's what I don't want to sit here and look like, wow, she's really hyping them up. Lately it's been so hard for me, and I haven't gotten excited about a lot of things, as you guys can see. So smelling things that are making me happy brings back all the happy feelings with fragrance. This smells. The floral notes are not screechy. They're not overpowering the scent. If you're buying a body mist where the name is Golden Coconut, I want to smell coconut. So in this one, there's coconut. It's like a creamy coconut milk. I want to say, okay, it's almost giving like that suntan lotion SPF vibe, but it's not loud. It's not obnoxious. It's not cheap smelling. It's so creamy. It's like a coconut milk with those clean notes, just makes it refreshing and just gorgeous. So again, scent wise, 10 out of 10. These are all pretty much gourmands. So up next we have Caramel Crush. Caramel Crush has main accords of caramel, vanilla, rose, sweet, powdery, balsamic, and floral. Top note is caramel, middle note is damask rose, and the base note is bourbon vanilla. So let's see what this one is all about. They all smell freaking good. The main thing that I'm going to test out is if they even last a little bit here in the heat. But if they don't last, I feel like my reviews right now shouldn't be really taken serious when it comes to longevity, because here many things do not last. This is smooth. Again, the rose is not too strong. The caramel is there, but it's not super synthetic smelling. And the vanilla is soft. All of these are just very smooth, rounded out. They're not sharp, they're not harsh. This one, I'm gonna give it like a 8 out of 10. I do prefer the other two more, but I think this one's gonna be beautiful for layering combos during fall time here, that I can't do super thick and sticky gourmands, but this one I think is gonna work. Last but not least, we have Salty Pistachio. Love the green bottle. I'm a sucker for green. The main accords for this one are citrus, sweet, woody, vanilla, nutty, green, lactonic, fresh, spicy, and aromatic. Top note, we have bergamot, one of my favorites. Middle note, we have whipped cream. And the base note, we have pistachio. How can this smell bad? No hay manera. This is what I want when I smell gourmand. Sometimes like they just overdo certain. The only way these will break my heart is if they don't last. But oh my god, the nose is behind this. I don't think I've ever found a pistachio scent that actually made me 1000% happy. Yes, I love pistachio and Sol de Janeiro, the Cheirosa scent. I have gotten so excited for so many pistachio scents, and when I spray them on, they love to mix them with patchouli, which is like a nightmare to me. I don't want a peppery, earthy, dirty pistachio. I want a vanilla ice cream. Like even Kayali's pistachio perfume, I had a lot of back and forth with that one. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't, but it would just turn into like a cologne scent when I want pistachio ice cream, creamy, smooth, light, and refreshing with that nutty touch to it. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is amazing. To layer, these body mists are going to be so good. I'm very, very optimistic about these. I feel like I'm gonna love them. Be on the lookout. If you're not subscribed, subscribe so that you can continue to see my updates. So that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below what you thought was the most exciting, which one you liked the most, which one caught your attention. And with that said, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Climbing my stairs.